Well, hello everybody and welcome back to EHOME taking on VICI. Very fast push over towards the B bomb site as we jump right. Why are the invisible guns haunting me? Jump right over towards the B bomb site as Frank is going to try to open things up, but oh, Zoking's already down. Lamplight's the one to find the opening kill, but the bomb goes down with 5 players still alive on each team as the CTs come in for a retake. Original has dropped a pretty weird smoke. His feet are still visible around the corner of it, which is a little bit awkward. And Frank's able to find the opening for his team, bringing it back over. A second on the board as well. This is getting a little bit awkward as time goes on. Lamplight trying to return the frags. He's got a second on the board, looking for more. There's a third. Okay, Lamplight's the star player for EHOME in this round. Teole able to pick up one more, and the time's ticking away, though. They've got to hunt down Advent. Hiding over in the corner, waiting for somebody to peek him. He's going to try to swing out and stop this bomb from being defused, and indeed he does. He takes the kill, and Advent even gets a second. What a phenomenal play. He knows he can't get out of there alive, so just stands on the corpse of his opponents. Disrespect. It's 1-0. VICI have picked up the pistol round here, but they're already one behind, as we just saw EHOME take the first map in what was definitely an interesting series. Coming into this with 2 Galils, we've got 2 AKs as well and a UMP to work with. EHOME have gone for that typical force buy. Get your scout out on your AWP player, your usual AWPer. Everybody else take the pistols, see what damage you can do with it. It's a comfortable enough setup from time to time, but you can't expect it to succeed the majority. Okay, Teole opens it up. Very nice deagle. Shot to the head. Right down middle. Everybody's got invisible guns. What's up with this? Why? I'll fix it after this round as we roll on into things. EHOME have managed to trade it back, and at that point I feel like they're looking a little bit better. Usually the CT side doesn't want to be anywhere near on even ground. A 4v4 usually swings towards the T side, but right here I think we can definitely see a little bit of a change. Because they've got the weaker weapons, they're not favored in general. The Molotov pushes Marek out of position. Oh my god! Marek with a quick double! He's looking for more as well towards the bench. Doesn't land it, but that's just enough to keep them alive. A 2 versus 2 retake. VICI have got an AK and a UMP to work with. Marek getting the job done has given them the opportunity to potentially close this. A Galil picked up for Howking as well. We only need a tag from from the scout onto one of the players. There's Alman already dropped on the back of the Galil damage. We're going to see what else can be done. He knows where Advent is. Spamming through the wall. Swings around onto him. The spray down's good. He gets the kill. Has he got time? It looks like it. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I think so. It's close, but he just about gets it. About a second and a half away from a bomb explodination. VICI tried to delay the time, but they're just not able to do it. Certainly felt like the app's presence was missing there. Could have held down a little bit longer in the apartments instead of dropping down. But nonetheless, it's going to be another round on the board for EHOME, who are 1-0 ahead in the series. And I mean, this could knock VICI out. If they lose this map, they are out of the tournament. And I forgot to change. You know what? Give me 2 seconds. No, we'll do it next round. I've got it set up now. I'm able to fix the invisible guns right after this. And if you weren't here for before, the invisible guns is just a bug that happens on GoTV. So for the players, the guns are still there. It's just client-sided on my end. There's no guns. I don't know why. Gotta fix it a little bit later on. Hey, Louie, you like the beeps? That's how I used to figure it out before we had music. You just beep along with it. You kind of know where it's at. See, the pro probably has a music kit on, by the way. So he could hear, like, very low volume, but you can tell when there's 10 seconds left. So if it doesn't go off, obviously don't have it on, because I don't think people want to hear Easy Friends every round. Although I do, but I get complaints. Well, I could have fixed the UI, or the invisible gun thing, because they're taking ages to push. VICI have 40 seconds left and still haven't taken contact. With one AK, they're going to allow Zoking to go in for the opening duels, but will he be able to find anything? Well, as Marek is up close and Lamplight about to jump peek in and spot them, this could be very, very scary. Marek swings out with a FAMAS. There's 1-2 on the board. They were not expecting him to be here, and even finishes it off with a USP. Insult to injury. 2-1. And this is a good start for EHOME. We're going to switch over to the pause so I can fix the invisible gun issue. I'll still be talking to you, though. Look, I'm doing it right now. I'm going to have so many demos recorded on my PC randomly. Boom, and we jump right back on in. There we go. Very quick pause as it's 2-1. EHOME, like we said. They're feeling good and they're looking good over on the CT side. But here is not the place that we're going to see the comeback happen for VICI. Dean has the music on for his cast. Dean is an interesting specimen. Put it that way. I think it's best because you can't do favoritism, right? Oh no. This is a very fast push that's working out for VICI, with the kills eventually being pulled back. How King managed to find a double before he went down. And with Original finding that final, it's a swift shutdown. VICI with the pistols, I thought they would have made it towards the bomb site and got the bomb plant down, but evidently not. And Marek's hitting every single shot. I mean, Marek's incredible. Like, when he gets the AWP at the secondary op, that's when he really impresses me, but he's been good throughout this whole series, regardless of what he's had. But CT side opping, Marek, he's far ahead of anybody else in this server. Also, my music taste is incredible. If you don't like the Easy for Ends music kit, shame on you. As EHOME come into this, they've obviously got themselves a stacked economy, as well as the fact that they're coming in here with 2 AKs helps out a little bit. VICI taking it slow once more. They're spread out, eventually looking to target the B bomb site. They have the option to swing in through underpass if they had a little bit of success on A, if someone got a bit aggressive, but I think they're just going to throw fake smokes over, flashbangs as well, and then push B pretty quickly once they've dragged the rotations. They're showing players on ramp, losing one. Oh, but the util's thrown too quickly on B. The rotation was already underway, and they've only managed to pull Marek over towards Kitchen. He's still here to help out on the hold. Finds one, swings out for more. Not able to land it this time. 10 bullets left in the magazine, and a quick headshot connected. This man is a beast with a 2K. He holds down B all by himself, as Kaze is left in a 1v4, picks up one from behind, but the bomb is down on the bomb site. And so the chances of winning this are certainly non-existent. I think he just wants to go for a save at this point, and you can definitely understand why. Deolay is kind of contemplating hunting him down. You can see pushing forward in the apartments. He can afford to lose a weapon, but I think better just to allow the Kaze to carry that one AK forward. It's not going to be the biggest deal in the world because the rest of VICI don't really have a lot of money, and so the force buy up around him won't be great. He has $450, and now pause comes in, and I think that's going to be to contemplate, to discuss, and figure out exactly what they want to pull out. Because the fact of the matter, with VICI looking pretty good on economy on Ks, obviously, and they've got 3K. They can take out an AK on Frank without head armor. They can take out, what, Galil's elsewhere without util. And this looks better. It's kind of hard to see a way that they fully force up and look fantastic in it. So what I was going to say was everybody else looks pretty good on economy for the next round, with the exception of Kaze. He's got himself an AK-47 now. Obviously, saving over in the previous round meant he got no extra money. So he invests what little he had left into utility. This is a little bit awkward in middle, but he finds one and does damage onto Teole. That could be a great advantage for his team, because as they push further down, they'll find another rifle. With another AK picked up, this actually looks pretty good for VICI. The potential to pull the round back is there. Now, still favored towards EHOME, even into a 5v4 because there's weaker weapons, and so it's so much easier. The problem is, we're then relying on either the pistols catching off pushes, which didn't go too well on ramp, or them playing as a team and trying to push a bomb site together. It looks like they're going to go for the latter, with a split coming in through underpass from Alman. His objective really is that while everybody's distracted, he's to come up behind and catch some kills onto maybe a player on stairs that's going to be distracted looking over towards a palace or a ramp. As he pushes forward, he's caught out by Jungle, and it leaves only Frank with the double op pick coming in from Original. He gets a triple to finish it off, and it's 5-1. And again, VICI start to look a little bit worse for wear, but like we said, they have the economy to buy in this round. Kaze is the only one that really hurts a little bit, and even at that, he can get armor and an AK without util. He goes for body armor here. I probably would have preferred to see him without it, but I guess it's only going to be an extra bullet from the AUG if they do headshot you anyways, and that's long range. 1-for-1 trade starting it off. VICI look a little bit better than before. They claim some mid-control, but there's a one-way smoke here. Original has a small gap to peek through with the AWP, and look at the aggression from Howking. He's done this before, but he backs off eventually. He doesn't want to push any further forward and be cut off by a player in the T-spawn sitting down on the stairs where Frank currently is, but he's not paying attention to the flank. So it probably would have been a pretty successful one from Howking had he just pushed forward straight away. With the bomb retrieved, they want to take it over towards B. And there is only one player defending on the bomb site itself. Original is a little bit further away with an AWP and a man disadvantage to work with. The fact that they have two players towards this bomb site doesn't look good for VICI. Unfortunately, though, Original starts to rotate over, leaving Marek to hold down all by himself with just an AUG. Push comes forward. Marek catches off one, but now his position is known. It should be a little bit more difficult to find a kill with the player already on the bomb side, and one pushing around behind him as well. He's unable to find the kills. Original had rotated back over, but gets taken down as well, leaving only Howking 1v3. And I have just noticed, Kiven. I actually knew Kaze is how it's pronounced, but I completely forgot. Dean told me that before. Somebody, possibly you, told Dean that it was Kaze. And I remember he told me on air. I was surprised. I went with it, and now I'm once again going back to my old ways of saying Kaze. But Kaze. It's Japanese for wind. It's interesting because he's not Japanese. Well, I mean, look. Oh, okay. Howking doesn't find a second. He could have saved the weapon if he did, but unfortunately not. And the, I mean, that's normal, right? To take a Japanese name not being Japanese. Europeans do it quite frequently, even with Japanese, but also with, like French or something like that. Japanese is a bit of a, just a beautiful language. A lot of people are drawn to it. I don't want to see, I don't want to say weeboos, but I mean, you know how it is. I was just at Fantasy Basel in Switzerland where they're selling, they had stands selling the likes of the body pillows and stuff. Yeah, it was an interesting experience. I was there for esports, by the way, not for that. just to be clear. So 5-2. Rocking into with EHOME again, looking dominant, and this is a problem. If VICI can't pull themselves back into this convincingly, I mean, their economy is still in tatters, then this may well be the end of their run in ESL 1 Cologne. Very nice double opening kill, though, as aggression is going to be attempted by EHOME. They are shut down, bailing on out of middle eventually with a two-man disadvantage to work with. I mean, at this point, EHOME, I wouldn't be surprised. They should stack a bomb site. And if they don't find a couple kills on the entries, just get out of there. VICI gearing up towards the A bomb site, where EHOME have stacked 3 players, but they're all in CT, and it's not easy to work from this angle, especially as it's presumably going to be smoked off. Let me try again. Especially as it's presumably... Oh, they have no smokes left. Never mind. They've already used up all their utility. That's a little bit scary, because it gives the Opera an opportunity to come in here and find himself some openings, but as he doesn't, now Kaze's sitting down with the AWP, trained in on that position, waiting for someone to peek. Flashbang goes through. He's not pre-aiming the angle anymore, but the flick is good enough as Advent takes down Marek. I'd like to see Lamplight bail out of here with the AWP and save it, but it's maybe a little bit too late because they're already making their way towards jungle. And even at that, it doesn't matter because he sticks around too long on ramp and gets shut down. Caster, are you cute? No. I would say no. I'm perfectly average height, so I don't have the small thing going for me. Despite what Dean may have told you yesterday if you were watching the American stream, I am completely dead on, spot on average, within 1 standard deviation of the average height. That's the end of that. Let's leave it there. How many body pillows do you have? Generic username. And hello again. Saw you yesterday. You were chilling around. At least 25. At least. And that's a reserved estimate. I mean, it may be 300, but it's just, I love them all so much. I can't put it into numbers. It's the... I bought another house just to have body pillows in. I mean, why wouldn't you? When I say there was a stand at the convention, I mean, I just brought my collection. Oh no, I can't keep doing that. Push came over towards ramp here. It's a little bit interesting with the pistols. They're going to try to catch a couple kills, and Teole finds one, but no more. And as Howking gets a bit aggressive, the other players are already rotating into the T-spawn. He may be able to catch them off, trying to retake Palace, and oh no, the HP on Frank just about allows him to survive. That got a little bit awkward, and Howking going to be gutted that he didn't find that kill. It's all onto Marek. And although this man has been phenomenal, he's hit heads with everything from AWPs to AUGs. Will he be able to do it with a USP? Well, probably not. I think it's fair to say he's just going to look for some weapons. And towards T-spawn, there are some on offer for the low cost of free, provided they don't cost him his life. Drops the pistol. Still slow walks, even after they know where he is. Interesting call. The weapon's been thrown off the map, I believe. It certainly looks like it. They've left him a Glock. How nice of them. Swinging out, Alman doesn't find too much damage. Down to 70 HP, that's fine. And as we move on forward, it is 5-4. VICI at least securing better rounds on the T side, and now starting to look a lot better as their economy starts to build up as well. This puts them in a very nice position to build up the economy, to give themselves a little bit of a buffer that if they do lose a round, they still manage to pull out AKs. And EHOME getting a buyout. This is their opportunity to land some rounds. They have no money for the next, so this is where they have to make the stand, or VICI will be reclaiming the lead. Then those nades. Alman's down to 24. Not having a good time in the apartments. Good morning, Quaz. How you doing, dude? And will you be covering Boot versus MVP? We will have to see. I'm not 100% sure yet. I need to have a look at the games that are coming up. I'll be taking a look just after EHOME versus VICI. Or just after this map. Yeah, I'll do it after this map. Although that could be the end. If EHOME win here, VICI are cut a little bit short. The full buy from EHOME as they try to hold down the A-bomb. Side push comes forward. So King. Oh no! Teole walks right out in front of him. Nade goes through towards Tall as well. And Zoking is having the time of his life on the A-bomb side. Low HP on pretty much everybody. Only Advent is high. So if EHOME decide to push this, this could be a very effective retake for them. Only one smoke to play with, though. That flash is a little bit short. Gonna try again. Okay, it goes down through wood this time. Nobody peeking on the back of it, though. Just attempting to slow down EHOME in terms of the retake. Tapped on the defuse, and we're going to look to find the kills over towards the ramp. They know there's a player out on Palace as well. Kills keep going their way. It's all on Advent, and he's taken down too. The defuse. I don't know if there's time. I think there's time. Yeah, just about enough time. This is going to be close, though. But close as it may be, it still goes towards EHOME as they find a 6th round on the board. You know, I'll take a look right now for you. Let me have a gander. Have a glance. MVP versus Boot. Oh, I mean, it's the only game that's up there right now. There's literally no other game happening. It's the upper bracket final, so yeah, of course I'll cover it. There's literally no other game happening at the same time, so. MVP versus Boot after this, 100%. And we'll see what's rolling with them. But for now, it's once again going to be a full push towards the A bomb site. They know there's a player under wood. It has been every single time. Teo Lei gets taken down without doing too much damage. Kaze, happy to burn alive just to throw a smoke, or Molotov into a smoke. So unfortunately, we're still going to see How King being able to play over towards the CT spawn. With a 6-4 scoreline, this is a pretty important round for EHOME to win. They again don't have money for the next round because they lost so many players in the previous. Well, VICI haven't fully pushed towards the bomb site, which is a bit surprising, considering the fact that they haven't made the push out. Original sees them on the cross, but doesn't catch it with the AWP, and at this point, I think that should push them into a save. Unless they can find a pick in the next couple of seconds or find them on the retreat, it should be time to bail out of there. Because, again, no money for the next round. EHOME, though, making a little bit more of an aggressive economic decision to go for this. Flashbang goes through. Zoking's able to peek out, finds one. Trades are not good at this point, but hold on. Original picks up another. Advent pulls it back, and now the save. Again, 2v3, low time on the clock. Kill comes in for Original, but they have barely any time to find these kills. Original finds another. Okay, well, watch out, because they have no idea where Alman is. And look at this. He's able to take the diffuser out. They know where he is now, but again, no time. And so, ultimately, although they get a couple more kills, they lose all their weapons, with Alman going out for the final kill. And even retrieving an AWP, surviving with 29 HP, just about made it far enough away from the bomb. And I think, like I said, better idea to go for the save, but they decided not to. And so 6-5, VICI are starting to pull it back a little bit, closing in that scoreline. And Mirage is a lot of maps you're going to look at the T side picking up close to even rounds and say, oh, well, that's fantastic for them. I don't think it makes too much of a difference on Mirage. It is very team-sided. Like, it depends what side your team prefers. When you look at kind of Dust 2 and then Cash that used to be in the map pool, those were maps I think you could pretty much say the same thing about. That yes, a T side has a little bit of a disadvantage, but if they're going down, or if they're winning 9-6, it's still recoverable. And both of these teams generally do tend to be CT sided, but more so EHOME. So I think this is a little bit of a problem for them coming into this. You think back to yesterday when they played up against Tyloo. They managed to claim 11 rounds on their CT side, and then they still lost the map 16-13. And so with the fact that they had a weak T side, I'm now starting to swing back over. They need to win the rest of these rounds. Claim it 10-5 to at least give them a decent chance if they get off to that slow start. This round's pretty inconsequential, right? You've only got the USPs in play. Only one left. 6,587 kills found with this USP for Lamplight. That's a lot of kills. That's a lot of damage. So 6-6, we're tied up. VICI trying to take this over to another map, over to a third to close it out and keep themselves in the running. And certainly with how EHOME played yesterday, it seems very possible. 6 rounds on the board already for VICI is pretty decent. And if EHOME lose this round, it's probably going to be an eco thereafter because they haven't got the money to buy for the next. VICI take a little bit of mid-control early on, sending 3 players there. 1 towards B, 1 towards A. They're just spreading out in a default, trying to find some openings. And eventually going to start the push down towards the bottom of the middle. So the only problem for them here is the position Marek's found himself in. He's holding short from up on top of ladder. And this position, I mean, it can be very risky if they're going down to boost up into window. With that Molotov, they're probably not. It looks like it is just going to be a standard connector split through A. You've got Teole waiting for the smoke to dissipate so we can come in and find the kills. And here it goes. Utility being deployed. They don't spot Tay. The spray down's pretty good, actually. Deals quite a lot of damage to Advent. Has to go for the reload, but pretty safely does it. As Kaze finds a frag. Teole gets one more through the smoke. And he keeps on going. Advent can't even show himself to the smoke. He keeps getting tapped through. Teole pushes on in and finishes it off with a 3rd kill. And my god, 7-6. EHOME win another round and a really nice play. And Teole back awake, it seems. He's been a little bit missing in the previous map, and indeed here, versus yesterday, where he was like on 25 kills by the end, like 3 or 4 rounds into the second half. He's not having so fly of a game. It's all about Marek today, and although he was definitely there yesterday, he didn't seem like anywhere near as competent as he is today. Or as impactful. Like, his AWP has just been perfect. He's playing well with the other weapons as well, the pistols. We saw him with the CZ hold over towards B, and here he gets another opportunity. M4 in hand, finds one, swings around the right, but they're expecting that push, and they take him down. Zoking going to further extend it by taking Lamplight, who was reloading towards the back of the bomb site. Pushing around there. The kill was found, and now 7-6. Bomb planted on B. EHOME have no real money for the next round and 2 weapons left alive in a 2v4. It's time to just bail out of there and get yourself at least somewhat of a decent buy for the next round with 2 rifles in play. And on the back of that, VICI have pretty much claimed themselves a massively favored half. They're trying to hunt down Teole as well, but he finds 1 kill. No time for the repeak. I think gets out, but he's not able to shoot a bullet before the round ends. And so EHOME do carry forward their rifles with a little bit of reinvestment from How King. He can drop over an M4. But everybody else, so they're going to have 3 rifles coming into this. Giving one to Marek over on the B hold is certainly worthwhile. But he hasn't been able to pull out the AWP all too frequently, and that's been such a staple of his CT side that it is certainly going to cause some issues. Flashbang doesn't go according to plan for Teole, so unfortunately he won't be peeking towards middle. As VICI come in for the push on A, that lack of a peek towards middle may help because he's still here to assist, spraying through the smoke, which has consistently been pretty good for him. Oh, this time though, he's the victim of it. Karma comes around as Zoking finds one. The bomb plant for ramp as well. It's so open and so difficult to make this retake happen. We've seen EHOME successfully do it before, but that was when there were 4 players with a combined total of like 60 HP. Now coming into it, VICI are full health. They've got all the weaponry they want. 3 flashbangs. And with 1 man taken down, I mean, the time is so low. They've got to just pop the smoke on it, go for the defuse pretty soon, try to bait these players out. Kaze is able to pick up 1 on the AWP, playing around the smoke. Crouched here, waiting for Marek to take a peek. Marek comes out, finds another. Marek's having a great game, but the defuse has to be stuck at this point. They come off it. It's too late. They didn't even have time with the kit. And so it brings it to 8-7. We finished the half off with VICI in favor, and now they're looking pretty good to bring us over to a 3rd map. And again, if you read into the results yesterday up against Tyloo, that's where we didn't see a whole lot from EHOME. They were really, really struggling as we went into, as they went over to the T side. They couldn't really get a lot of rounds on the board. I think they got 2 out of 13 or something near that anyways. Just not where you want to be sitting at. But one thing that has to be said is that I'd like to apologize to Twitch chat, to those of you that said, why didn't I stream the Tyloo versus Alpha Red? Because it was 16-2 on Mirage. That's why. Alright. Said I picked the wrong game. Said Tyloo versus Alpha Red looks like a better game. Well, maybe it did look like it. But you were wrong. Here we are. We're in map number 2. A map that looks pretty interesting all in all. And definitely looks like the better game. We're just waiting for these boys to ready up and get back on into the action. Someone's gone to the toilet. Someone's chilling out. And I think they need to. They need to relax themselves. Over on the EHOME side, steady the hand and make sure you're good to bring this back in. Because at the moment, things are not looking too good. The simple fact that EHOME weren't able to pick up the rounds against Tyloo means that right now this is a scary position. This is a scary slot where VICI should be able to walk away with a victory here and bring us over to Inferno. On paper. And looking at Inferno in general, it does look like a better map for VICI. They play it about the same amount, but just there's a lot more success for VICI up against, I think it's fair to say, better teams. I mean, they've beaten Chiefs on it 16-5. They had a close series versus MVP. Then the others are maybe going a little bit further back. And you can pull out the fact that they beat Navi, but that was nearly 2 months ago at this point. 16-3 they beat Navi as well on Inferno. For Star Series I-League. I remember seeing that game. It was absolutely incredible. Then Navi 16-6 them on Train, and then they 16-7 Navi on Nuke. It was a really weird series. And for Tyloo's game, you can't see it. It's over. You can check the results, I guess. The best you can do. What's this camera angle, Mitch? Well, look, Quaz, chill out. All right. My question is, what are the players doing? What's going on? Alman, you cool? He really needed to go to the toilet. He's back, though. Does that mean we're good to go? Everybody's here. I heard a tick in chat. Someone typed something. I think we're readied up. Yeah. Alman just needed to go to the toilet. Don't worry. He's okay now. He's come back a little bit lighter, and we're ready to jump on into it. As we come on into the pistol, we see a little bit of utility for Advent. He's the one to pick up a kit. And mid-control going to be sought after by the T side. Now that's a brave move. Molotov. Oh no, the smoke doesn't land. It hits a teammate. That's going to cause some problems. As now the push over towards B is open to connector. Luckily, nobody's going to be capitalizing on it. And EHOME come out with the opening kills. Original keeps on going after picking up a USP. The headshot on Dezokin guarantees a bomb plant. And in a 5v2... VICI, again, they make the smart decisions. They're going for the save. They have a smoke and a kit alongside full, well, body armor on Kaze. The fullest armor you can get in a pistol round. Hey, I'll give you that. It's a smart choice. 2v5, not a round you're likely to win. And I think it makes a lot more sense just to carry these forward. Here's where we get the saving in pistol rounds. Lol. Yeah, saving armor and a kit gives them a decent chance at winning the next round if they force buy it up, which they probably will, but that's if they manage to save it. Teo Lei already pushing in towards the apartments or the palace. Not going to find anything. And so with that, we're going to attempt a freestyle camera angle. Whoa. Look at this. This is a spot I only noticed. Yeah, this is a great angle. I only noticed this after like 2,000 hours that there's a nice little area up here. little balcony. Oh, there's no floor though, so don't go up there. It's weird. It's a weird place. As EHOME come into this with an 8th round on the board, here's where VICI go for the force buy. They've got a kit, like we said. Advent has pulled out a CZ as well on the back of it. A scout pushed over to Kaze, who saved over a little bit of economy. So, look, I think VICI are playing a very smart economic game. But in general, it's just been EHOME better as individuals. Alright, like, one thing that a lot of teams don't do well is play the economy game. They try to retake almost every time, but... just EHOME have an edge outside of that. EHOME looking towards a little bit of mid-control. They've already claimed it. They're going to try to split towards B by the looks of things, still leaving one player in the B apartments. They didn't make a move fast, though. That B player is very far back. Howking just taking his time. I don't know what's going on here. Howking push. Your teammates are already up short. He's coming through. Frank's already found 3 kills. What is going on right now? Howking comes in with the Mac 10 eventually, but unfortunately, he's a little bit too late to the party. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication. I'm not too sure, but whatever's happened there, VICI have found the round. With the force buy, it's worked out. They didn't even need the kit over on Advent. And now the full buy comes out from them. With Advent taking armor, he has to go down to an SMG, I think. He might even save. I know, well, Kaze has the money. A pause comes through. Maybe going to be a... I don't know. See, Kaze and Advent both have the money. Kaze could drop a FAMAS, and then Advent could buy the AWP a little bit later on. It would give Advent a much better chance than if he has to take out the likes of a UMP. Then again, we've seen him with the UMP do pretty well. I gotta say, I'm loving the profile picture of Advent. Well, and Zoking. They both have the same one. Let's call them out evenly. It's trippy. So just goes for the UMP in the end with a little bit of util. As we come into the round 9-8. Molotov in window isn't looking too good. Kaze doesn't get it down all the way. It just gets caught on the lip. A little bit awkward. And VICI, again, just holding on with what they suspect probably will be like a half buy, like a couple pistols, but we've actually got full investment. EHOME have gone in for deagles and armor. They've taken a UMP out on Howking as well. This is a risky force to take so early, but I suppose they know VICI don't have the best of economies either. So they could very well be walking into a weaker buy. The scout's already down. This has been a very quick opening with the deagle taking a scout down long range towards CT and no shot reconnected. Alman's down low as well, 20 HP, but still a man advantage at play for the CTs, and just him staying alive means that they can't plant the bomb. Lamplight should really wait for his teammate, but he goes in for the kill, perhaps suspecting Alman to be low. And now bomb plant should be possible. Covered in here by Original on the deagle. Another shot connected. 2, in fact. And Advent's got to try pull this off. Original is low, so if he takes down Lamplight, it should be an easy round, and there it is. A second kill on the board to finish it off. An M4 saved over, and VICI again walking away with the CT round 10-8, extending their lead. The AWP comes out for Kaze. Doesn't take the head armor. Now, I mean, most of the time, that's the right decision, but EHOME didn't get a bomb plant in the previous round. They also invested pretty heavily, so they come into this with just Glocks, leaving you open to the headshots of those Glocks, but okay. Maybe it won't make too much of a difference. He's got the AWP in window. The problem is if they have to retake B, which is possible with the utility purchased up for EHOME, Glock rushes are generally not the most favorable, but from time to time... Okay, SMG, the nade goes through as well. Doesn't do too much damage, but the SMGs on the other side should be able to sweep this up fairly easily and claim themselves quite a bit of money. Bomb already dropped, so they know the rest of the players are coming along here. AWP finds one, and another for the SMGs. There it is, through the smoke Frank finds it. With the economy of EHOME not looking too great after the bye, this is a pretty important round for them. A loss here gives VICI the huge advantage. Not only would they walk away with a 12-8, but they probably get a 13th for free as well, as EHOME would be forced down to an eco. With an opening kill already going down for the T side, though, things are starting to look up a little bit for EHOME. Molotov towards the bottom and middle. Alman's making his way towards Connector. He suspects they're already up, but he wants to drop a smoke down lower. Nade through as well. Just trying to do any chips of damage. EHOME will come through Connector, but it's going to be a little bit later on. Look at the aggressive control already coming through the Palace, though. Zoking surely catching them off guard. Actually ends up getting headshot through the wall. So down to 46 HP. And now they know the Palace control's in their favor. The thing is, as soon as he spots that player with 40 seconds left, they should suspect it to be an A-hit. So you're already going to see rotations coming in from Advent. Still only a two-man hold. And with Zoking going out for the peak, that's going to cost them. They know it's... Oh, okay. Bomb dropped a little bit more time, bot. This could be good because Alman's coming in with the AWP. Going to try to catch them off guard as they go for the plant. But unfortunately, the plant is safe as they retreat. Oh, nice shot by Alman. Great flick with the AWP. Into a 2v2. EHOME defending from Connector. Alman scoped in on it, and the last player is blocked out by Frank's body. The defuse should be hard to hit at this point, and I think Teole will suspect it to be the fake. Swings in to find him, and Alman jumping up in the air. Not exactly the best of choices, as the peak came in at just the right moment for Teole to bring a 9th round over to EHOME. The man advantage proves to be just enough to carry them across the finish line. But do they go all the way? Well, VICI are in a bit of a weird spot where they have to decide whether they want to plant or not. And they do want to buy up AWP in play for Kaze. M4s as well. FAMAS on Advent. Frank... Must be something dropped from you, UMP. So it isn't the worst of buys. They have full utility as well, which is pretty important. And it's a great opportunity for them if they win this round to put EHOME back down onto no money. If VICI win this one, EHOME are again left over to nothing. The push comes out towards the bomb site. EHOME lose a player early on. Flashbang going over for the repeats to come through. It actually flashbangs Kaze, which isn't too helpful, as he's forced back off the angle, not knowing if they're up close. EHOME throw out the last pieces of their utility to try and get over to the bomb site. Flash goes in. It's a little bit too late. Zoking had already gone in for the peak. Alman's in a bit of danger, spamming in through the small little crack in the smoke, but he's not going to suffer all too much, and the kills keep coming the way of VICI. It's only Howking and Marek to try and pull this off, and Zoking's on the flank. He picks up the final kill, closes it out, doesn't want the second AWP either. They're going to stick with the rifles and the rest of the players, and it's 12-9. EHOME don't look too good on that A push. They got caught out, blocked going towards the bomb site. They took way too long, so the flank comes in from Zoking. From that point, the round was pretty much over. A 3-round gap between them, and EHOME are about to allow it to extend to 4 as they go into just pistols. One Deagle in the hands of Original, a P250 on Teole, and everybody else on base pistols. They have a smoke to go on top of that Molotov, but instead they decide to rotate down towards Underpass, where they're currently looking for a player to be peeking maybe in from middle. Eventually going to be focusing towards this... Oh no. They go to focus towards the bomb site, but a Molotov comes down, and so again they're delayed by just a little bit longer. The nade does even more damage. VICI are taking aggressive control. And this should prompt EHOME to maybe back away from here, but they still want to go in. The bait from far from Alman is just to allow Frank to find the kills on the UMP as they push forward. They pre-fired, but he swings out of position just in time. And a quick triple gives him a lot of money. Original's taken down elsewhere as he tries to push through ramp to find a flank. But it's not going to work in a round like that where you're just torn apart by the likes of a UMP. Alman actually seems to want to use the UMP. As you could see, Frank was about to throw it off the map, but the call came in from Alman to keep it. As he's going to play with it instead of investing up, just to keep him on 3,600, so that if they lose this round, they're all able to get a full buy. So even at that, they're playing this as a bonus round, and a bonus round which the only deficit is the fact that they have a UMP. Everything else looks fantastic. It's really hard for EHOME to come back into it at this point. 9 rounds on the board. VICI likely to take a 14th. If not now, then in the next round. And EHOME have no economy. So as soon as they lose a round, or if they lose this one, it'll be 15-9 before they're able to get any form of a buyout. EHOME start to rotate over towards B as well, and they're going to bring the bomb in there. Split through middle, taking it down short. And the last time we saw this come through, they were very staggered in apartments. They took way too long to push through. That was on a bit of a weaker buy, though. Now they've got the AKs in play. Things will hopefully be a little bit more coordinated. Molotov goes through in apartments. That's going to delay them by quite a bit. They have no smokes to drop down on this. Their utility is starved out, and as a player dies on short, there goes Original as well. This is getting pretty scary. Only the apartments push left, and it's a 3-man push into a 4-man B hold. Already 2 going to be removed, though. Howking and Marek find the kills, peeking up on the truck. Howking not finding the kill just yet, and eventually loses the battle. The bomb plant attempt is a brave one, but Alman goes down, and it's all on Advent. How have EHOME managed to clutch that out? They run onto B, 4 players defending it, 2 on site, 2 rotating in through kitchen. They have only 3 players straight pushing through the apartments. It's spotted by VICI, they have the information, and yet one by one, EHOME are able to win out those duels. That is incredible. I don't know how EHOME get away with that, but now on 10 rounds, they are looking a lot better. The problem is, like we said, that was a bonus round for VICI. They come into this now with a full buy, but if EHOME can win this, we're up to 13-12. There'll be no money for VICI in the next round, where they would have to take themselves an eco, and then EHOME have a real opportunity of hammering this home and winning on this map. It's a long road. VICI are still favored, but this round could change it all. This could put EHOME back on the forefront. They'd be behind by 1 round, but they would be in a driver's seat with a security economy hopefully in the next. Oh, the flash goes through, but it actually hits Original, so he's no chance of winning that aim duel up against Kaze, who picks up the kill and pushes it over into a man advantage for the CT side. Shot goes out. Zoking's happy to trade, although Teo Lei peeks out at just the right moment to bring it back and at least keep it into a 4 versus 3. A 1-man advantage for the CT side, but it's hard to work with for EHOME as they start to make their way down middle. They are looking towards the B bomb site late round, but already the rotation has come in from Kaze to support in kitchen. He's watching with the AWP. Smoked out luckily so he won't spot out the player in apartments, and that smoke allows them to safely cross to B. Gives away the information to the CTs though as Frank finds one. The trade goes down. Again, a man disadvantage to work with it. They pick off Kaze though. That could all change, but he's there with the AWP finding himself one. Swinging out for the second, but he doesn't scope in, so Marek's able to find the kill. Goes in for the bomb plant as well. I think he's going to be sticking it by the looks of things. Flashbang goes over, but he's happy to just stick that ballsy play. Going to swing around and try to take an angle towards the doorway. There goes Alman. Oh no, the re-peek with the AK is a little bit too early. Advent's still watching the angle. He just had to play a little bit more time, but not able to do it. VICI takes the round 14-10, and that could have been it. That could have been the end. And it may be, but not the way that EHOME wanted. With the bomb plant, EHOME have secured a great economy for the next round, as in the one after this. This one right here sees them with very little to work with. Again, though, it's worth a comment. You know, Teo Lei is much quieter than what we've seen from him before. We have Original, not quite there on the AWP. on the T side so far. Not to the extent that he was yesterday. And we're relying entirely on Marek to put those performances up. Meanwhile, over on the VICI side, Frank, who's the player that's come in to replace Freeman, is doing a fantastic job. 22 kills on the board, playing like a god. Kaze, even up there on 18, he's been doing the work on the AWP. It seems like every other round, Frank's getting multi-kills. The boost to come in over the smoke as EHOME close in on the bomb site fairly quickly. They haven't got a whole lot of hope in this round, just taking the pistols. Especially leaving the bomb behind, that doesn't help them. You've got a late split coming in through underpass, and hoping to catch a player getting aggressive through apartments, but it's not going to happen. As they wait on A for that flank to come through on B, it's just not working out. Frank's going to be coming out with an MP9. He's spotted, but again, just with these weaker pistols, it's very hard to connect a kill. As they find one, the flank coming through is spotted. Marek's able to get one, though, a second on the board as well. He can pick up a rifle now. This could be doable. He's got armor to play with, but the AUG long range is able to overpower him. VICI lose a lot of weapons, and the reinvestment will cost them quite a bit, so EHOME have the potential to connect a second round in a row if they win this one. The problem, though, is that they need 5 now consecutive rounds, or it will be a victory for VICI. The best case scenario is an overtime for EHOME, which again is not easy to work with. Final map being Inferno, and one that looks a lot better for VICI. This could be devastating for EHOME. They really want to win right here and right now. Kaze's gotten aggressive in underpass. Looks like he'll get out of there. Okay, not unscathed. Down to 50 HP. Nice opening pick by Original as well. That's a little bit better by finding a frag early on and dealing damage to Kaze. EHOME look a lot better in this round. Swing coming out from Marek, who's looking to find the kill onto Advent, and indeed he does. 2-man advantage to work with. Low HP on Kaze, as we said. Still in effect. Alman in the window has been spotted out as he finds one kill. He gets dropped through the wall. A headshot is connected. Actually through 2 walls, I think. The box on top mid and the wall down the bottom. And with low HP on Lamplight and Marek, this is definitely winnable for VICI. But losing out their final remaining rifle with only Kaze on an AWP, the low HP won't matter all too much. He misses the shot to 21 on the board. You want to see him save, but there's nowhere he can really go to save that weapon. Howking's about to peek out and take him down. And with that, 15-11, at least another round for EHOME, and an economy that's looking pretty bad for VICI. Definitely the opportunity to bring it to an overtime, as VICI will have a bye round in the next, and then at 15-14. So EHOME only have to win 2 more bye rounds and avoid getting ecoed. It's not unwinnable for EHOME anymore. They can definitely take it to OT, but I'd give them probably about like a 30% chance. Maybe 20, because the pistol buys can also be dangerous. But VICI force up. And I didn't even look, because I assumed it would be an eco. You have 4 rounds to play with. You can allow them to have 1. Now this puts them in dire straits, because they only really have 1 proper full buy with a force buy towards the end. EHOME's chances of winning have gone up. But that relies on them connecting this round. As the push comes forward towards the bomb site, got to be careful. Advent's still full blind, though, and Marek finds another. And for the force buy, nothing is obtained for VICI. I really disagree with that decision. I think, look, yeah, it gives you a chance to win, a better chance to win this round here, but it also gives you a worse chance of winning the series. A far better chance for EHOME to come back into it. Their economy doesn't allow for a buy in the next round. So now it's 15-12, then 15-13. Then they get a full buyout at 15-13, and if they lose that one, 15-14 is a force buy. So instead of 2 really good full buys with AWPs, with full utility, with M4s, they're now rocking into this with only 1 full buy and a force between them and an overtime. So now they shouldn't buy anything. If they do, I'm really not sure what to think. I'm not commenting until they've left the spawn. Okay, keeping above 1900 on every player. That's where we want to see. So the full buy for the next round is secure. Kaze has 3100 as well, so he'll get a very nice AWP out in the next round. But like I said, EHOME still have a chance to come back into this, and VICI have only made it easier. Even still, they're only at about 30% now. Chances for VICI to win this are definitely up there. Let me actually check that. I think HLTV has a live odds calculator. They're probably more reserved than me. They're probably like 18 or something. At 20% OT chance, yeah. 17.9. What a guess at 18%. But I'm giving it to EHOME just because of how VICI have been playing in this series so far. I can definitely say, oh no! Frank comes in. What do we talk about? Frank on multi-kills. The man's an animal. He is literally an animal. Well, like a USP, and he's the one to find 2 kills. Are you kidding? Is that a joke? Frank is 27 for 21. This is the first time I've seen Frank play on this lineup for VICI. Indeed, the first time I've heard of Frank. Maybe not as in tune with the Asian scene. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. But my God, the man has been an animal. I want to check out his just Frank. I was making sure he doesn't play under another pseudonym. I've seen him on HLTV as well. It is being marked down as Frank19. Yeah, I'm not familiar with him, but he is very, very powerful. Like, as an individual, he's playing like a beast. $15-13, here's the chance. VICI have got their 1 full buy. This is the last barrier between EHOME and an overtime. If they lose this one, VICI will be forced down to just a couple of rifles. No utility. Probably even taking SMGs out. The decision to force buy 2 rounds ago has been a nail in the coffin. Let's see if EHOME can seal it shut. As they come into this, they find the opening kill. That's going to be Kaze down, the best chance at the round. The AWP already removed. Now, Frank is still in play, so we're going to hold that hope. VICI start the rotation over towards the A-bomb site. It's a hefty one. Look at the movement of blue on the map. They're descending on this A-bomb site, and it is indeed going to be commitment from EHOME. All 4 players now here for VICI, though, as the bomb makes its way in. Marek maintaining a little bit of control and avoiding being peeked out by Jungle, but eventually Frank's going to be able to give it, or Frank's going to be given an angle and be able to find the kill. Smoke goes down with a flashbang a little deeper. They're going to hope that they can get a bomb. Whoa, what is that smoke? Someone doesn't know their lineups. Nade goes through. They now have access towards this bomb site. That smoke should allow the CTs to bail around to the right side as well. This could get scary. Flash goes through. Teole is going to be the one to try and push on the back of it, maybe. But no, actually, it's just a delay flash. They don't want to get aggressive, and I like that choice. They've got a man advantage to work with. Pushing through connector. Frank's in trouble. Frank's taken down from the side. And as Alman finds one, he's got a bail. He's got an AUG, and that's their best hope for the next round. EHOME. They've got to be at around 60%, I think it's fair to say, after this round going down. It is looking likely that we'll hit an overtime. VICI get a force buy-in on the CT side. Sure, that's viable. But they've done the work. They've done what had to be done. And now, as the round comes to an end, it is 15-14. EHOME. 1 round away from taking us to an overtime and potentially knocking VICI out of the ESL 1 Cologne qualifier. M4 going to be taken over here, but alongside the AUG and the AWP, those are the only weapons, the only real weapons that they have. EHOME going to start the push to... Actually, sorry, they're not starting to push towards anywhere. I just saw one player in apps, and I was thinking, B-Rush? Oh, no. But no, this is in fact going to be just a straight-up default. Taking it slow. They know they're not against the best of weapons, so they don't want to mess out here. This is the lower bracket semi-final. This is elimination time. But hey, it's not as good as the Tyloo game. Am I right? Sorry, had to just one more time. Just one more time rub it in. What a phenomenal game this has been, and EHOME are trying to keep themselves alive. One round, like 1 round away, but 50 seconds on the clock. They're maybe taking it too seriously. They're going to go for an A push eventually, but they've made no presence towards B, so they haven't dragged rotations. Still an SMG in play here. You've also got Advent on a CZ and Kaze, the main A site holder. AWP in play. Smoke goes down towards the window. This is going to make him a little bit worried about his back. He's going to be focused more so on connector now than on the impending doom coming through from ramp. And indeed, Palace! Advent goes in with the CZ and catches him off guard. Actually manages to find a kill. Molotov towards under is a little bit late, but Lamplight takes down Zoking. AWP on Kaze. One of the best opportunities is already pushed all the way back over to jungle. Howking finds another kill, and although Kaze manages to find a wallbang, he's going to be eliminated right afterwards. Frank is coming in. He has to pull off a 1v4, and he doesn't land it. EHOME, they've actually done it. They've taken us to an overtime. VICI made the 4-spy in round, I think it was 15 to 11. They 4-spot. That meant that they only had 1 full buy left to hold down. They had to go for that weird mix buy in the end. And EHOME have done it. They've pushed them all the way to the edge. Took every single opportunity to close things out. And now they're looking to finish it off, to knock VICI out. I don't know what's happening here. This is honestly incredible. We're just watching what is a very striking pose towards the ramp. Let's go up in the air. Let's fly. Let's fly so high. I want to hear in chat, YouTube, Twitch. Let me know. What do you guys? Sorry, Facebook. I mean, I can't open Facebook. I'm sorry. What do you guys? I have too many windows. What do you guys think? Who's going to be taking this? Is this actually going to be how VICI get knocked out? It's hard to believe, but I mean, it's definitely possible. EHOME came into this tournament, and they looked pretty good from the get-go. Up against Tyloo. Sure, Tyloo were making a lot of mistakes, but EHOME were capitalizing on every single one. They brought each map close, and now up against VICI, who are making some weird economic decisions. And you know what's even... I want to just go back to that again. The fact that they 4-spot... We've seen VICI again and again saving. We've seen them in pistol rounds saving. We've seen them when they come up against a buy, they lose a bomb site and they've got 4 players left alive. Oh, well, we don't want to retake 4v5 when we've no money for the next round. Let's go save. They've always made the smart choices with their money. And then they decide to go for that 4-spy, which robs them of a second buy in between that and an OT. It's really surprised me that they decided to go for that. To give context here on what's happening right now, for those of you that maybe don't watch ESEA server-based games a lot, the players have to ready up once halftime is reached. So we just have to wait for them to, you know, go to the toilet again, chill out, relax, and be ready. At this point, I think VICI are definitely going to want to use this time to talk to each other. There is a time limit, but I think it's something like 5 minutes. Like they've got as much time as they want, really, as much time as they could possibly need in between, but it tends to be ready within 2 or 3 minutes. Just by and large. I was thinking when I saw this game on paper that we'd probably reach 3 maps, but the probability of it going all the way like this is a little bit crazy. As we jump into things, teams have readied up. And we're about to see the overtime begin. 16k in play for these guys. They've got all the money they could want. They can buy every single weapon. Oh. Oh, Alman, you gotta crouch, dude. I mean, come on. What a way to lose your player. You're not crouching to boost him up. So you're late getting up. He jumps and he gets taken down. That's just a disgraceful way to lose the round for VICI. I'm not even bothered about the saves. Like, it doesn't matter if you save or not. You've got 16k. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can throw the weapon off the map and buy another one. Like, you've got so much money. The fact that you don't boost them up and then he has to peek, he gets taken down by the AWP, that hurts to see. VICI are so close to being knocked out, and for that to be the play that cost them the round, EHOME have made it all the way over towards the B bomb site, planted, got themselves around on the board for free, basically. All they had to do was scope in the op. 16-15. Okay, so EHOME capitalize on a free kill and a free round. Let's see if the one round advantage is going to be enough to literally knock VICI out of ESL 1 Cologne. The qualifier. Have to drop in the qualifier at the end. This is such an insane position that EHOME have found themselves in. I was thinking 3 maps would come through. By the way, I was just taking a check there in the overtime when I wasn't talking for a little bit. I was making sure that everything's set up for the next game. So the upper bracket final is going to go according to time. So if we're late, we'll have to jump into it a little bit late, unfortunately. Marek is able to find the opening. He takes down Zoking. EHOME again at the forefront as we start at the round. But both him and Howking are low HP. Push comes towards the B bomb site, and Frank is caught completely off guard. Again, going to be unable to do anything on B. A Molotov locks them out, and a bomb plant should be secured by EHOME. There it is. There it is. There we go. There it is as it goes down. EHOME take a little bit long. I think they were just stood there looking at the bomb. Maybe faking it out to see if they could bait out some players, but VICI now trying to get a retake from short. Original finds one with the AWP. I mean, you're talking about a 2-man advantage. Low HP on Howking and Marek. This is doable as Kaze comes out with the AWP, misses the shot. It's all onto Alman. He's got so much to contend with. And again, saving doesn't matter. You go for this every time because you've so much money. There's only one more round left in this half of overtime anyways. But he wants to carry an AK. Now it's worth saving because it's the one-tap headshot, right? It's better than an M4 and you can't buy it. Especially with so little time. There's literally no way you win this, so it is the lesser of two evils. Someone died to the bomb. That's okay. Doesn't really matter. And at this point, 17-15. What is going on? I'm actually losing my mind. EHOME are stomping them. That round right there, it wasn't given for free. It was just found in the back of multiple kills. Howking and Marek were like 7 HP each, and they still managed to survive the whole round until the bomb goes off. We've got a Congo line coming in through window. The jump out's going to be a little bit late, but they're still going to make it towards the top and the back of the smoke. They can't really be spotted just yet. Great flashbang, though. Still, Marek goes down. Doesn't find the kill. This is a little bit awkward. Flashbang towards the top and middle as they're going to rotate all the way over towards the B bomb site, and they're going to have to go quickly. Frank's all alone here with an AUG. Finds himself one opening kill, but he's going to be eliminated right afterwards as Tay-O-Lay back on form. A quick double kill, and with low HP on Zoking, this round could very well swing towards EHOME. If they win this, it's all but guaranteed that they walk away with the victory and that VICI will be out. Tay-O-Lay still has to get the bomb. This is the real problem. They've got lots of utility, though. Smoke towards apartments. Okay, well, there's already a smoke down, actually, so it's fine. I didn't even spot that smoke. But as Original goes out for the kill, Tay-O-Lay is left all alone. He has to find an ace to close this out with low HP on Alman and Zoking. It's definitely possible, but he hasn't spotted out Zoking, who maybe just caught an angle onto him. No, he didn't actually. He's tucked in. Never mind. Tay-O-Lay is taken down over towards short as Alman finds the kill. It is 17-16. One round on the board for VICI. And if EHOME can find 2 here on their CT half, it will be all over, and VICI will be out. So, for context, if it goes 19 rounds in favor of either team, that will be it over. They've won the map. If the scoreline is 18-18, that means we go to another overtime. This is a very serious time for VICI. They've had multiple opportunities to close this out. They've given away a round for free in overtime on the back of a huge mistake. Literally the biggest mistake they've made all game, and it's in one of the most pivotal rounds. And like I said, the other game for It was an MVP versus Boot, the upper bracket final. Will most likely be starting on time. I just got word as we started this overtime. So that's in about 20 minutes. If we are late, so if VICI win, we'll probably miss maybe the first map. Unless the players are happy to delay if they're ready to. But obviously delaying that game then delays every other game, and you just need to make sure that the qualifier goes smoothly, right? So the broadcast may be affected slightly. I'll let you know what the situation is once I know. But if EHOME win, we'll have no problems. We'll be able to jump right on in. Who's in the toilet? It's Teole. Too relaxing. They might actually be taking this time to talk tactics. I mean, this is such an important round, especially for EHOME starting it off. 2 out of 3 rounds is all they need. On the CT side, definitely I mean, on Mirage, definitely possible with how they've been playing as well. We're starting it out. Overtime half number 2. EHOME need 2 rounds. They've got an AWP on Marek. Original, presumably going to buy it up as well. There you go. With the double op setup, this is something we've seen for EHOME again and again. One of the things I commented on the CT side for EHOME originally was that they didn't have a... I think Howking's just been knifed. That's not fun. But yeah, they didn't have a whole lot of opportunity to take out the AWPs now in the OT. Obviously, you can pull them out every single round. So this is a lot better for definitely Marek being able to take out the secondary op. As EHOME come into this 17 to 16. A very slow start from VICI. They don't give anything away. VICI slowly inching their way towards the B bomb site. And you can see Marek and Lamplight holding down together. Like we said, Marek is one of these most impactful players for EHOME on the CT side with the AWP. There's the opening, but instantly traded back. Kaze is able to return it on the AWP. That could be the advantage they needed. Lamplight drops the smoke to keep himself alive, but he's not going to be able to do so as he goes down. Kaze in with another, and it's a 2v4. Howking and Original trying to pull it back. And again, you go for these retakes every single time in overtime, but it doesn't look likely. Oh, don't line up like that. You give me a heart attack, VICI. They are going to be taken down, though. With 3 players in a row. That could have gotten very awkward if that was an op. 17 to 17, we're tied up. VICI have pulled it back a little bit and made it at least a little bit more likely that they at least hit another OT. VICI at the moment, they've got an AWP out on Kaze again. Obviously, the similar setup. You don't want to see a secondary opper on the T side, really. So, perfectly fine that they have it and that EHOME have the secondary op and VICI don't. And VICI again going to take it slow. I mean, it's been working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Spam through the smoke. Teole has been really good at that. Lands himself a little bit of opening damage, but no kill on the back of it. And EHOME kind of spread out. They've got a... Oh no, Howking was open towards... indeed Connector, and he just didn't seem to know it. Like, a little bit of lack of information. Teole swings out to try and catch Zoking for the trade, and indeed he does. Crouch spraying, as you do. Crab walking. Bomb going to come over towards the A-bomb side, as you can see, rotating on in. Frank's got a bit of an angle towards CT. We're low HP Original, rather, sitting with the AWP. Kaze on the op, trying to catch an angle. He's about to be pushed in from Connector, and he doesn't find it. He gets team killed. He actually does. Sorry, he finds it and gets team killed. It all happened so fast. The team kill could cost them, actually. Down to a 2v2 already. Lamplight. Oh, nice shot by Marek. This could be very dangerous. Owlman's in a 1v2, and he finds one kill, looking for more! And with barely any bullets left, he lands the headshot on Marek. 18-17. VICI on the verge of taking the map. They need one more round. If EHOME find this, it goes to a second overtime. If VICI do, we're going to map number 3. Owlman almost out of ammunition there. That could have been scary. Especially with the team kill coming through. That's not what you want to see. EHOME. Double up setup one last time. 2 AUGs, 1 M4. Tail taking the M4 by choice. Not a big fan of the AUG, evidently. They need one round. They need this one round here. Tail is going to get a little bit aggressive. Actually, backs off. Doesn't want any part in this. He's bailing out. Shots towards mid. Leave Marek on low HP. Drops the smoke so he can get himself out of there safely. Problem is the spam comes through at just the right moment. Zoking had barely any bullets left, but still manages to find the kill. And 18-17. A man advantage develops for VICI. They've got control towards top mid. They've got 3 players alive. The 3 players around mid, rather. They start to rotate, though. They're moving over towards the T-spawn, looking towards A by the looks of it, and they've already got presence up towards the top of connector, so it makes sense why they're running on in through there. EHOME, though, with a little bit of aggression. Howking is one of the best hopes for this round to go well if he can pick up both of these kills. And it's a big ask, and I don't expect him to do it. But as Original picks up 1, if Howking can find these kills, even 1 here would look good for the team. But he gets spotted. Kaze peeks in on the back of his teammate, having already foot peeked it, not shoulder peeked it. AWP, great shot by Original. He keeps this into an even 3v3. He's watching for Frank pushing out of Palace. And at this point, he should know that Kaze's there. Oh, Kaze, what a shot! Through ticket, man advantage in play for the T side. Going in for the bomb plant. The spam is perfect, though. Lamplight finds it. 16 seconds left. Frank has to push out of Palace. He's going to be taken down as he does. Owlman again has to pull off a 1v2, but he's only got 10 seconds to do it. Can't really get the bomb plant either. He's going to be flashbang as he pushed down through the smoke. And they're hiding from him. 3 seconds, no time, even though he gets the kill. Look at where Lamplight is. Unkillable. We're going to another overtime, ladies and gentlemen. EHOME have done it. 18-18. Just about closed it out. That round, it could have so easily went to VICI. (18-18). This is certainly an interesting spot. We're looking at a one of the closest games, actually the closest game we've had in this qualifier so far. I'm going to double check that, just out of curiosity, but I'm pretty sure that this is the only one to hit a double OT, especially on map 2 for the favorites to almost lose. Pretty much everything has been a 2-0 so far. I mean, that's early stages of a qualifier, that's what you expect. But I'll be honest, I mean, I was in 2 minds about going for this. I was thinking maybe the Tyloo game would be a little bit better. This is actually the second OT that VICI have hit as well. They hit one up against Boot and lost that to find themselves here in danger of being eliminated. It was the last map as well. It was map 3 of Dust 2. It was 19-17 to close it out. Boot just about managed to knock them down here. And indeed, this is the only double OT of the tournament so far. Hey, Jeet in chat. What's up, my dude? Our beautiful EU caster. Although, actually, no, because your net was screwed, right? That was a big yikes. Jeet would have been bringing you through the EU stuff. He's a beautiful man. So, here we go. We're rocking on into OT. 18-18. VICI have made a lot of mistakes. Last time, the first round of OT was on their CT side. They messed up a boost. Ended up still peeking apps, dying, and losing the round on the back of it. On the back of a failed boost. And cost them an extra 5 seconds. This time, they're going to look to take things a little bit more seriously, knowing that EHOME are on the verge of knocking them out. Not only did they need to win this map, but they need to win the next as well. Flash goes through as Frank starts the push on ramp. Zouking is looking to find the kill, and indeed he will, hunting it all the way down. Teo Lei is out of the picture. Making the way over towards the bomb site. Gotta watch out because Howking's still here. He's vulnerable to Palace, but nobody's there except for his teammate Original, who's going to swing on out and misses the shot onto Frank. That's a little bit awkward as Frank keeps on giving. 2 kills on the board already. A 3 kill. No, never mind. Sorry. Frank got his first one. This could be a team ace with Advent being the last alive. The fight goes down, but it's Kaze that finds a 2-piece for Kaze. It was Zouking that found the opening indeed towards Connector. For some reason, I thought it was Frank. I don't know what that's about. 19-18. VICI win out the first round. Beautiful, Jeet. Okay, now we know that Mitch is a liar. Come on, Jeet. Yeah, you're right. I don't think you're beautiful. I think you're sexy. And gorgeous. Jeet, we've had a lot of long walks together in the cold. Bonds men for life. 19-18. Here we go. VICI making a push over towards the A bomb site. Original going to be going up on top of the stairs, but hold on. That Molotov actually forces them towards Tetris and really slows down this push. On the back of a flashbang, Advent's just going to go straight in for the plant. I respect it. A big play, and it's going to work out as they get a bomb planted with 100 HP on every single player. The bomb goes down. Now, that doesn't happen all too frequently. The utility used perfectly to get them towards that bomb site. And now the plan for ramp is very scary. Molotov on the bomb site. EHOME have no information whatsoever. And VICI are starting to look a lot more like themselves. Flashbang goes over to allow for a peek to come out, and as they push out a ramp, they don't spot anybody. As Howking comes out, though, he's able to pick off one. Looking for even more over towards Tetris. Lands a headshot. That makes it easier for his teammates to finish it off as Teo Lei finds one in through the smoke. He's looking for a second. Lands one, and there's a third as well. It's only on Owlman, but there's no time. And Spawn on through. He's not able to find the diffuser. The round goes to EHOME. That last smoke blocking off vision from Connector is what gives it over to the CT side. EHOME have done enough by getting one in, and they're looking for even more. Whew. This game, what I love about it is the fact that it's never one-sided. We're not having rounds that are like, oh, 3-0 T side, 3-0 T side, and then we go again, and we go again. But no, we keep on bringing it back and forth. Each team is so close to closing it out. 1 or 2 more bullets connected by Owlman. The thing for him, he's been left in 3 clutches over the last 6 rounds. He's won 1 of them and was really close on the other, with the exception of time not going his way. Really big plays. I mean, this is the thing. We're relying on huge individual plays, and again it comes through. Teo Lei really starting to wake up. 27 for 25. He's come back from what was a pretty bad position. Marek's up here as well. 33 kills on the board. This AWP CT side is what we want to see. Advent comes in and takes one onto Marek. It's a nice opening kill for the T side. A man advantage to play with. VICI really want to find this one. They weren't too good on CT. Zouking's able to pick up Howking, and this CT side is falling apart right now. Teo Lei, an original, managed to pull it back somewhat, but look at that shot from Advent. The positioning is perfect. Timing is impeccable. Original goes down. And it's only into a 1 versus 3, which Lamplight isn't winning. Picks one after another. And VICI ultimately able to come out on top in half number 1 of OT. But there's still plenty of time left for things to swap around. EHOME again just on the verge of taking it all the way. They now need to find 3 rounds in a row if they want to win this map. So the realistic case for them is to bring it over to another OT. But at this point I do feel like VICI have done enough to bring us to a 3rd map. It seems pretty likely. Let me check the status here of it looks like the upper bracket final is going to start on time. MVP versus Boot. It's in about 5 minutes. So this is the official stream for it. Looks like we're going to be slightly delayed getting into it. We might even miss the first map. So I'll talk with the big bosses about it. Alright, so we're just checking out what's going on. Haha, Jeet just coming in. Help me out. Good man, Jeet. Yeah, I'll let you guys know what the crack is. What I don't know if that's obviously not an international saying. What the situation is. Crack is Irish for situation, I guess. With the upper bracket final, as soon as I find out, it does look like it's going to start on time. Like I said, we will hop in as soon as we can. But until then, we're just waiting for these boys to ready up. I think huge tactical discussions going on right now, and I'm really not surprised to see that. And this has been one hell of a long map. Half number 2 of OT2, and realistically for EHOME, like I said, we're probably talking about another OT. That's what they're aiming for right now. The victory will be really, really hard to find. Nice try, Jeet. Expect A's Dell. It was an attempt, I'll give you that. So I found our culprit, it seems. Marek, not feeling too good about swapping to the T side. He's gone to relieve himself. What's the crack? No, it's spelled with it's spelled like this. Look, I'll type it in chat. It's obviously going to come through. Like that. C or AIC. It's Irish. Here we go. We're rocking on into it. No more filling, no more chilling. It's time to get into Counter-Strike. EHOME want to bring things all the way home. They want to bring it through and knock VICI out. This would be huge for them. VICI, a big symbol of Chinese Counter-Strike. As the push comes in, it's a very fast one towards B. EHOME don't even have a smoke for connector. They take the fight, though, and win it. As Marek lands that, they want to push in fast, but he's low as well. Frank peeks back out and finds a second kill in the round, and we're into a 2v3. Push coming down. Howking wants to isolate Frank towards the back of the bomb site. He has an idea where he is. Takes the fight towards Kitchen, though, and doesn't win it, leaving it all onto an AWP of Original. He has no idea where Frank is at this point. This looks like VICI have got another round on the board. Molotov forces a player forward. Original's ready for it. He's now spotted a player right underneath him, and he legs him! From above, he legs him! How unlucky can you get? Frank is so low at the end of that engagement. (21-19). EHOME need the next 2 rounds, and now it looks very likely the VICI are going to be taking us to a 3rd map. Here we go. The time is ticking down. We're about to go into it. I mean, I'm on edge. I bet you're on edge too. I can only imagine how the players feel right now. VICI know they're just on a solid now. About to take it over the line. EHOME looking towards A for a fast push. Utility thrown pretty much everywhere to start things off. Control towards middle seems important for them to fake with the top mid smoke. But nothing's been detected just yet. Kaze is playing down the close angle, watching for them crossing. But there's only 2 players to defend this A bomb site, and even at that, they're playing pretty passive. With the utility execute that's going to come in here, it's going to be very, very difficult for VICI to actually get anything said about this. Where's the smokes on the cross? Okay, Zoking's able to go out and find one. Takes a battle onto a second. Looks for a third, but doesn't land it. This is devastating, though. EHOME left jungle completely open. Marek and Howking managed to win out those duels, though. Even still at a man disadvantage to work with. As Marek and Connector lands yet another. We're down to a 2v2. VICI locked out towards the CT spawn. We're going to see Alman start to rotate. Oh, is he doing it again? He's doing it again. He's going to go all the way through short. It's an interesting one. He loves the short position. T or CT side, post or pre-planned, he'll just come here. He won't get much for it, though. With 35 seconds left, they're eventually going to have to go with the plan. And the thing is, they're exposed to at least one of these CTs as they do it. Waiting for the information that the plant's coming in. I like this from Alman, but he's going to be smoked out. Now has to push a little bit more aggressively. 14 seconds. Time's running down. I mean, EHOME have to make a push now. Spotted out. That's the end. With Marek falling, it's impossible for the plant to go down. 6 seconds on the clock. Howking has to win out both fights. It's not going to happen. He's peeked out by Alman in the connector, and it's all over. VICI have brought us over to one more map.